Today we're going to be making another oil painting, but this time it's going to be an exercise. I didn't get to finish this exercise when I was taking my oil painting class, so I thought it would be a good idea to do it now and try it. I'll be using the smaller easel again, and I'll also be using a canvas panel. So let's get started. Okay, so the idea is I'm going to have this paper, and it's gonna be like this. And then I'm going to be using two colors. I'm going to be using white. This one is titanium white. And I'm going to be making, and some gray as well. I have some paint gray. So if it's not the texture that I want, I possibly could also use black. Again, this is inspired by the oil painting that I saw during the class, but I was not able to do it since I wanted to finish the one that I was currently working with at the time. So yeah, as I said before, let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna be having this like near me. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, so that I can notice what I'm doing. Yeah, it's a little too high, so I'll be the one that can see it. And I'll show you, of course, you'll see the final product, so yeah. Okay, let me get started on preparing the paint, and then we'll start applying it to the canvas. I know last video I didn't apply a lot of paint to my palette, so the sound was very like scratchy because of the brush strokes. So I'm definitely gonna make sure that there's no sound when applying, so we'll be good on that. Another thing I didn't mention is that it's going to be like perspective. I'm going to be using perspective as well. I'm not too good at that yet, but I definitely bless me. I've definitely had practice with perspective, and so I'm not like a total beginner at it. Okay, I have the gray. I'm using Champagne Gray. And then we're gonna use Titanium White as mentioned before. I have to like make 2 openings for these paint tubes because it's so small and I can't really get that much paint out when I only had like 1 opening to the tube. And I think it's coming out faster because I made 2, so we should be good now. Okay. And like I said, I'm gonna put black, left black, just in case, so that, you know, I might need it, we'll see. I don't have a reference for this, so I'm just gonna base it off memory and just kind of create something new, but also, again, inspired by what I saw that day in that class. Okay, so they look very similar, the lamp black and the gray, so I'm going to like definitely need to remember which one is which. But of course, when I apply it, I think that also will help me figure out whether it's the same or not. So, yeah. Okay. I have my colors and I have my palette knife. And here they are. I hope that's enough. If not, I'll add more. Okay, and then I have my oil and brushes. So now we can really begin. Okay. So these are the oil paint brushes. I'm going to see what I'm going to use. I might start with the first one just to like start with the big layer, and then we could go in with the little ones for detail. I have to be like super careful because I don't want like any paint or oil spilling. So yeah. All right. Let's see. We're just gonna make like some sort of doorway. And then the shape that I made will be in the middle. Or I could start with the shape and then, well, let's start with the outer. So since this is white, you won't be able to see it that much. So let's start with another color. We're gonna start with the gray. Now it's mixed with a little white, so it will look a little different. Okay. It's moving. Okay. It's not turning out exactly how I think about it right now because I don't have a reference, so we're just like trying to figure this out. And so let's just experiment. Yeah, let's experiment. Okay, I'm gonna sketch out the paper. So it's like this. Diamond. Okay, this is moving a lot. You're gonna come closer. It's not exactly how I want this to look. So we start out with a rectangle. And then we're gonna make once you have the top of the rectangle. Okay, that's really loud. Move it back. So it's just like figuring out how to make the back look like I want it to look. I'm currently trying to figure that out. Okay. So I have the top and the sides come out. integrate. Okay. I don't think I did this correctly. So we're gonna try to fix it somehow. So let's see. Excuse me. I'm just gonna look up this a bit and try to see what I could do to fix it. Okay, I think it's not bad. Of course, I'm doing what I can with what I got. So we're just gonna go over this and that will be, it's not exactly the same, but it's a somewhat, I tried to like do that like similar formation. So yeah. just like reapplying and just like trying to. So this is going to be my interpretation of this exercise. Hopefully the applying is much smoother now, so I'm very proud of that, honestly. You know, the more you do something, the better you get at it, so that's really good thing. I'm very glad. Yeah. I know, we're just gonna make it our own, honestly, like, because it's, you know, our painting, so we decide how it gets to be. I definitely like holding the canvas because then I feel like I have more control, and I want to be able to do that. Yeah, whatever looks good to me as the artist, because it's my perspective, then that's what we're gonna go with, you know. Okay, what do you think? I think it's looking interesting. Yeah. Not sure if you can really see that very well. Let me bring it a bit closer. Okay. Here it is. Since it is black, the black is very overpowering. And it's really throwing off the background. And we're running out of paint, so I gotta add some more. I think try to put this here. Need more paint. This is moving so much once again. So trying to figure out what to do. So for it to not look so dark, I think we need to add more white so that it can look two colors and and look more vibrant too. got more. Not turning out exactly how I want it, to be honest. But I am like just adjusting as I go, and then I will see like what needs to be changed and stuff. So. Maybe you could just do something. Something different, maybe not. Again, just experimenting. This would be a lot easier with a reference, but again, since I don't have one, I just have to work from my imagination, which is good practice because, you know, I'm not always gonna have that reference available, so it's good to challenge myself and see what I like and what I don't like, and then move from there. Again, I'm just adjusting as I go. If I like something, then we'll do more of that. And if I don't, then we won't. And I'll definitely add more paint to the one in the middle so that you can really see it. Because again, the black is very overpowering right now, so yeah. I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, I could do this. I think that's how I was supposed to do it the first time, but anyways. At least now I know. think this one looks more like the one that I have. Like with the paper. Like it looks similar to it, I think. And I just realized I have not been using the oil, which should for just a smooth application. Okay. Okay, so this is what I have. Just making it honestly different from what I started with. And of course it's not going to look the exact same as the one that I saw, because it's not me that did it, so of course the outcome will be different. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I'm just figuring out what is working for me, what's not working for me. And so, yeah. I'm gonna re-up on the paint because I'm running out. I truly wish this wouldn't make so much noise, but that's what it is. I need more paint. The more I look at the bottom, the more I like the top. I think like the top looks better now than the bottom. Okay. But it's all right. I will keep practicing and I will eventually know. I'll eventually master how to do perspectives better and shapes. So I'm looking forward to that day. This shit just not move so much, but it moves a lot. And me trying to hold on to this thing is, I mean, it helps, but at the same time, it doesn't really make much difference, to be honest. Like using this big brush to get started. Really, it stays in place very well without me having to do much. So this is why you sketch stuff before you start, because the idea is not really reflecting very well. But again, you know, could always keep practicing. Let's see where that takes us. I like the top, truly, I do. So I think, of course, I do need to reflect what's on the top to the bottom. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna take this, put it upside down. I'm just like trying to replicate what I did on top as best as I can. So this is how it looks so far. Okay. This is how it looks now. And again, just doing things and seeing what works and whatnot. I feel like it's much easier to hold this canvas than have it on the easel. So that's what I'm doing, I'm holding it. And I will show you in a bit what I'm doing. So I'm going to be adding more white. And then we will continue working. And try the other brushes. Break it down from the oil. I spilled some. But at least that I have a covering, so we should be fine. It's kind of interesting, honestly. I think so. That's cool. Even though I didn't actually get the objective that I wanted, but that is nice to see that I created something completely, not entirely completely, but kind of different. So that's nice. I really want to add the perspective element to it. But it's just like, right now I'm trying to still figure that out. How would I do that? So I'm gonna put it back up here so you can see what I'm doing. This is one. So I should definitely have like something separating this. Maybe like something like this. And then one goes here, one goes there. Just to have that perspective. Let me do that one more time. think that looks interesting. So we're gonna keep that. Now I'm just gonna make sure the background is covered. Canvas. I think this would really pop out if I have some more white to it. So that's definitely a plan. Do that. Add more white. Here it is, right here. So this is gonna go down here. And that one's gonna go up here. And this is again my way of trying to put perspective in this somehow. And since it didn't turn out the exact way that I wanted it, so I'm just making adjustments as I go. Okay. I think we're like almost done. So let me just like make it pop out more and then we'll be done. I don't really like the way that inside looks that much. I'm gonna just cover it up. Here it is. don't care how it looks like this. So again, I think I like the top more than I like the bottom, which is what it is. Okay. Just going to make a few more adjustments and I think we will be done. The white is literally getting swallowed by the black, and I keep trying to save it. So this is how it looks. It's quite interesting for sure. But yeah, this is at like a different point. This way. This way. Oh, that one's kind of fun. Like that. Okay. I think I am going to stop here for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.